No, but you know what, Nick?
Wait.
I think like that was a good case study, you know, because
It was, eh?
for me, I still think because look, there was fault on both sides, to tell you the truth. But then again, like, because then Kia came back with another perspective to say, but now the guy was because of the girl. So now you're thinking like, okay,
and it's true.
Then you start thinking, so does that mean he should not have what? He should not have gotten remarried? Like what does it mean?
That guy had nothing. Not even once did they try to show his family or his upbringing or where he comes from. Nothing.
Yeah.
He just dropped out of, like, he just went and just dropped in.
Yeah, I think obviously like the focus was obviously them as a couple, and they mostly show the background of the woman, because I think how the storyline was set was that obviously she's the one who's going to make the major decision, which was obviously to ask for a divorce. You know,
Yeah.
and it made it seem like for the guy, his only job was just to refuse ending it. You know, so then it made it seem like actually the girl is the one who broke everything. She messed up the plans because of her impatience,
But like,
because of family, because of. You sound like what?
You know what? I think the lesson, that I got from the movie, I'd say that, okay, and I'm glad that we are all Christians here. So I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that some people will come into your life as someone else, like as a different person, but only to lead you to the right direction. So, you know, it's the whole saying, how Arabic text, email, or phone call. He comes in different directions and different ways. So some guys come into your life. Yeah, some guys come into your life to teach you a lesson, to show you the way, to open your eyes, or to just hurt you. I don't know. Or just to be stupid. But that movie really taught us sometimes just to lead you to more thing. He will give you all the support, all the direction, all the guidance, but will not get you to the final point. You then have to see for yourself how you get to the final destination. So I think that's what happened.
Okay. So, but like from what you were saying, so would you say when the guy cheats on you and you don't leave, is that a lesson? Is that maybe direction? Maybe like the universe trying to show you some sort of way? Or I guess it'd go back to saying, depending on how you take that. So for you, you'd stay because you believe that it's either this thing's building you as a couple, or it's building you as a person, as a mbali, because how you react to that situation determines the person you become, right?
Yeah. I would also say that if the universe was probably telling me, well, he's not the right guy for me, he would leave me.
Oh, he would divorce you.
Wouldn't only just cheat, he will leave me. I would have a situation whereby, you know, there's people that are in a relationship, but they're in a relationship alone.
Yeah, happens a lot actually.
And uhleli uyabekezela, but ubekezela into engekho.
Okay.
Whereas I could be in a relationship with Silo that is 99% there for me. Apparently he cheats, but I don't see it. I don't see all the signs. So will I leave Silo because he lacking that 1% aspect of this whole relationship? Nah, fam.
Okay.
But I won't tell Silo that.
Yeah, of course.
But I wouldn't.
So, complete opinion, yeah.
Okay. I am still saying, if we are jollering, I'm out.
Yeah.
Marriage is the only thing that will keep me there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
Marriage.
You did solidify that.
Okay, You're bad.
I hear you. Okay, then can I ask you guys, just in terms of my advice, no?
Nobody's got a question or something.
Oh, nobody have a question. Okay, shoot, anybody.
So I think Kia's gonna answer this one for me. Do you agree, Hori, a relationship is as good as a marriage?
I agree. A relationship is as good as a marriage. Please elaborate.
I mean that the marriage is just a ring and a paper, but the people that are inside a marriage is still that husband you fell in love with. Or did he change and become a different human being when you guys are married? Or is still the same person? It's just that the only difference is now there's a ring and a contract.
And
he's still
contract.
Yeah?
Contract skill. He's still the same person.
It's a contract.
Okay.
Oh, it's a contract.
So I would say he's still the same person, but there is a huge difference between a relationship and marriage, mainly because there's a whole biblical situation in marriage. There's
a what?
Right? There's a biblical situation. Yeah. So there's like a spiritual situation going on, because then you guys go in front of the altar. You both we are gonna be together. We are sealing the deal. We are one, and we're gonna build together. So Mbali is Silo and Silo is Mbali. We are together, In a relationship, I can still date Silo and still say, Silo, we are both spiritual. We both going to church together and we both pray. But we did not seal it to the Lord that we are now one. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So in no way should I compromise myself for Silo, because we're not one, according to the Bible. Until we stand by the altar and we confess by the Lord that we are one, then it's marriage. But a relationship, on the other hand, siyatandan.
Joy.
Yeah, siyajola.
I don't know. Like, did she answer your question, buddy? Does that make a good?
Not quite. She answered it, but not quite.
Is it? Okay.
Well, the person is still the person, but it's different.
It's what's different, okay?
It's how it's done.
Does he talk to you differently? Is the sex different? Do you guys do things differently? Maybe instead of clubbing together, you're now going to church because you said it's a biblical thing.
The difference now is that you guys are one. That's the only difference. That's the easiest way I can tell you.
You agree a relationship is as good as a marriage. It's just that only now is that you have witnessed, that you had witnesses confirming who now you guys are.
It's not about witnesses. That's why you find white people actually marrying with just 3 people. Because witnesses really don't matter. What matters is you standing right by the altar and confessing to the Lord and agreeing to the Lord that you guys are one.
So it's you and the Lord, that matters. So it's you both parties.
Yes, your spirits are connecting. So how
you know what I believe?
Oh, okay.
If the
you know what I believe? I agree with Kia Silo.
Yeah.
And this is a mistake that a lot of women we make.
Yeah.
You think just because now he's put a ring on your finger and you have that contract, he's going to change and love you differently.
Yeah.
So I feel like a relationship is as good as a marriage. The things he used to do within the relationship, don't think he's going to do them differently because now there's a ring and a contract involved. It's like other women believing, I'm in a relationship with Silo and I know Silo loves sleeping around and he doesn't come home every Friday. And utanda mapiano. And then now that Silo comes back and says, baby, I'm sorry, let's get married. You think it's because now you guys are married.
Yeah.
Silo is not going to do that. So
that's because a lot of women out there think that a ring is actually marriage. Like masotogi ring, you own it all. You own his ways, you own his time. Exactly.
Okay, but then can I ask? Because for me personally, I've been accused to say that for me, the whole thing of titles I think does change relationships, and then I've heard girls tell me that because I say that it means I fear commitment.
It does. I believe it does, because once in a title, I just feel too comfortable and too relaxed.
Oh, is it? So you agree?
We tend to forget our place. Let me speak for myself.
Okay. So basically,
I think a title does change a lot of things. You know, especially if when you guys are in a relationship, there's borders around the relationship. You know, there's certain things that you guys can discuss. There's certain financial issues that you guys can talk about. I can't necessarily be my full self.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we're in a relationship. I don't know if you're giving me a full you or a fake you. I don't know. Until we seal the deal and we start obviously being married, and now we are sharing a surname. What's mine is yours. I need to know what is happening in your life.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's like the only difference.
Okay, fine. Like taking out all the material aspects of it, would you say that, okay, maybe let me ask you, do you guys have any expectations when you're in a relationship to when you're in a marriage? From a relationship-based point. Not, okay, I expect you, you must do things together, but I'm saying in terms of you guys as man and woman, you know, like, do the expectations change as soon as one becomes a wife or one becomes a husband? Or the same expectations that you have within a relationship as a boyfriend, they still carry on through as a husband or as a wife? It's just that now there's the whole binding thing. You know, because obviously now it's almost the same. Okay, like to give an example, like you get people who, okay, fine, we're dating, you're my boyfriend, but as soon as we get married, you need to be home by 7. You need to stop hanging with your friends as much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh.
But I'm just saying, like in terms of expectations.
And it's true. It's true, because I have the same thing. So I have this thing, my husband cannot come home and tell me that he's full. Like, no. So that's the difference that happened between relationship and us now.
Yeah.
That's the only different thing. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the only thing. Yeah. And then I think.
Oh, is this still?
Oh, she's still.
I think the one thing that I have kept between relationship and marriage is just understanding and knowing that I am Kia outside of the Shabangus. That's our surname. And he is him outside of that, you know? So I can't own him. And Lin like high. But yeah.
But you still have expectations of him as a husband though, to you.
Obviously.
Okay. No, that's what I want to get to. All right. Cool. Sarah?
Well, okay, I've never been married.
No, what I want to say, in terms of expectation,
I believe in every, okay, in life we have levels.
Yeah.
So obviously we need to know how to differentiate. Really true. Let's say Silo is Silo. We need to now differentiate. So okay, fine. We are no longer dating for the fun of it. We are now in a marriage. You need to know the difference between the two. Your actions should state the difference.
Okay.
And your actions should be on some, okay, I am not Silo the boyfriend anymore. I am now Silo the husband. I cannot come with those actions that boyfriend. I don't
but
know
what
if you
actions
understand.
Are those?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, what actions?
What are the boyfriend actions?
Your boyfriend actions are, for example, you can't be out late.
Oh,
the example. No, you can't be out late. Because with that we are avoiding, let's say, in my point of view, we are avoiding temptations. Temptations are everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
You see.
But do you think like those temptations go away when you get married though?
Allow your person to watch his eyes, guys.
I don't think
like a guy could literally cheat on you.
They don't go away, but then when you choose.
Okay. So then, like, wouldn't that same principle go in terms of even being out? To say, oh, listen, like, even though you could cheat on me when you're out late, you could cheat on me, you know, but then still, like, I'm trying to understand, like, that level of saying, oh, no, you choose. Like, you only choose Busiru?
Busiru did it damning. Busiru, it's a life and death situation.
But isn't that why most relationships don't normally last? Because now, if you guys are gonna be landing each other everywhere, are you guys really gonna tolerate each other? I mean, you live together, you party together,
no,
you
I'm
vacation together, you vacation
everywhere. Okay, sorry.
Continue.
Yeah, you can talk.
No, you can continue because next I'll got question. Yeah, no surface.
Yeah, so I think it's best that you allow your person to have like a boys' night type of thing. I love I chapis it's king. Mosadi waka is the one compared to the people that I'm seeing out here. I think that's the whole thing that I was saying, that the core thing in a relationship is just accepting your person as he is. The way I'm talking thing. Yes, there's few things that you're gonna shape there and there, but it's very important for your person to have that boys' night out, for you to have that girls' picnic out. It's very important. Trust me. Travis, it's needed in every relationship. I am telling you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you want to answer here, or you fine for grant?
No, I still stand with the leveling part. We need to know what roles we are playing in each and every relationship we get ourselves into.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just about it.
Because then I'm also trying to distinct the difference. For if maybe it happens that you guys start, okay, maybe let me jump into this one. Do you guys believing in staying together with a partner before officiating it as a marriage? Because other people, they say, yo, let's see if this thing actually.
But we are African traditions. So what is sealing it? Is it okay for you to stay with your person after lobola? Is it okay to stay with your person after little twang?
Even before.
Which question is it? Before everything.
Yeah, basically, yeah, like making it, because obviously, like lobola as well is considered as marriage now, obviously. But
customary marriage, yes.
Yeah. You know, so do you guys still believe in that whole process of saying, no, we can stay together, even though the plan or could be to say we will get married? Or would you guys be like, yo, no, I'm not staying with you, I'm not doing the whole fight and sit thing until you put a ring on it, or until we're just at home going through or whatever? Bailey, you can go.
You know what? Can I tell you about my situation?
Yeah.
It's tough, guys. Yes, it's tough.
That's what
anyway.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yo,
yeah.
I get why white people do that.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm kind of living it. I'm living in the situation, so I get why people do it. And at the same time, I understand why you can't stay with the men asaunyal. But I must say, guys, it's very difficult because with my situation, he literally has his own house. I have my own house. Right? We don't stay together. It's difficult in a sense of when we calculate things and we have certain plans, and in a financial space of things, we could be saving a lot of money. We could literally be saving a lot of money. But because of my cultural beliefs, obviously I can't do that. But we could be saving a lot of money. So I understand in a sense of why white people cohabit. And another thing, when we visit each other, there's things I see that I don't like. And I'm sure there's things that he sees when he's this side that he doesn't like.
Good luck with that one.
Can we work on it? Can we work on it? Of course we can work on it. Well, I understand, which makes it even more difficult to, I can work on that, you can work on that. Can we just stay together? I'm in a place where I just like, can we just stay together? Because there's even certain rules that are in place in our relationships that could work when we had to get married. So like, I can't be partying until 12, but I'm staying alone. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Leah, same thing, but he's staying alone. But it's difficult, guys. It's complicated. But I hope I'm making sense. Because I believe when we get married, he's not gonna party and then come home in the morning. He's not gonna do that. That's not cool. But still, when you're in a relationship, and your partner is out, if he's out, he will be out on that day, but not every weekend, and he can't come back after 12, vice versa type of thing. But like, we're not staying why can't we just stay together? It's complicated. It's complicated.
Okay. So then, okay, maybe going back, when I say, would you still the whole thing of staying with a man before marriage, is it something you consider, or is something where it's
I
like
would
it's
not, because then I am making Silo comfortable, that I am there every single day. Silo is not working towards a goal of getting me or taking me as a wife. With that involved, we've got temptations and these.
So for you, I understand that. So that's why, Lynn, I don't want to move in with him because of that.
Because you're gonna get
Nyazipa. It's like Nyazipa.
True. So that's not the wisest decision.
For Mahala, For Mahala. I don't. That's the only reason why I'm not staying with him. But every other reasons I should be staying with him. It would be saving me a lot of money.
Okay, from an economical standpoint, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Would you have stayed, or did you stay with your man prior before him?
I didn't. I would never. I didn't even sleep over, not even once. I told him nicely that if you want me to, dude, I would chill with him until 3 a.m. I am not sleeping. You are taking me home at 3 a.m. I gave him tough times, Shem. Poor boy. I don't know why he didn't run away. But I didn't.
Wow.
Until he came home and he paid the first lobola, and I still said, you are not done. Yes, Ushailoko, hi, they know you now. And luckily he was the first boyfriend that I've ever introduced at home. So I was like, until Papa, then me and you can talk about other things. And then quickly, fast. And now we are happily together. Now we are planning nice things, have
okay. All right, anyway, ladies, I need some advice from ladies, since there's 3 of you guys here. You guys can steer me in the right direction. How do you I don't want to ask
that. Please.
No,
ask it.
Like even with that, I mean, like not Khushela per se, but like, how do you kind of because approach is one thing, because I'm asking, because even like Khushela, like approach is like Khushela either way, but then that's why initially the first question I asked in the first part 1 that we had, I asked you guys about like what turns you off about a guy and a girl, because usually, I mean, like, a guy can, and obviously this may not be for me in general, but if you're speaking to guys and just advising them that, listen guys, this is what we think as women, this is what works in terms of approach, in terms of how you should do things, and if maybe guys did this, maybe they'd have a better chance of maybe creating a happy relationship or getting into something sustainable, So I'm trying to get to that. Like, what would you guys say is a manner of approach, firstly, when you engaging with the opposite sex, or how you guys would like to be received as from a guy to a girl, And then secondly, what is the right way to progress that? Because obviously, yes, you get the numbers, you get whatever, but like, what is the right way to progress that from a woman's perspective, from a woman's point of view, so that you guys can actually be like, what, okay, I like the way Atlanta think, he's doing the right things. You know what I mean? And then I think the third one is okay. No, then we'll get to the third one. Let's just tackle those 2 ones first.
I think it's what Mbali said. Yeah. I don't know, part 1 or part 2 or part 3. I don't know what part we are now. Yeah. But respect, like how you respect me. Get my number. Ask me when you can call me. Ask me when you can text me. Because I mean, you can buy me roses, and I hate roses. And then it's tried for you. So ask me the questions that you need to ask me. Questions that you don't know me. So whatever question that comes into your head, ask me. So respect and just finding out more about me. The interest of just wanting to know, how can I get hold of you? When do you want me to get hold of you? Can I see you? Am I allowed to see you? When can I see you? Things like that.
Oh shit! Awesome nuggets. So,
Uzungabi committed. Yes, ufuna to shut the next month.
Yeah, as it was put by both ladies, respect. Like, I think respect opens up so many doors that we don't know. You see, so once you go into it very respectfully, then it's okay. We can take it from there.
But then obviously respect can also be subjective as well. So like for you, that's why I'm asking individually, because I want to understand your perspective or what is respect to you in that scenario.
Well, just be you. What is respect to you? Be you. Don't try too hard, and just respect me the way you would respect your mom or your sisters or your cousins that are girls.
Okay, Bailey, do you have anything to add? Because obviously just using because since you put me out there, good, I hooked you up and your man, what did he do right that made you guys? Because you must remember, it was his approach. I won't lie, his approach was backdoorish. Hey, Nico was crazy about that one. But anyway, but then obviously him, it was through obviously work related. But then what was it about?
Yeah, it was work.
His approach that it was like, you know what, brother, okay, it was all right.
You know what I liked about him? He wasn't too obvious. Born, I want you. I know he wanted, but he wasn't blatantly there. I want you. So he kept it professional, respected me, and the fact that he was very ethical in whatever project we were doing for me was like, hey, this man, great qualities, very professional. And then the fact that he waited for business to finish and be done with, because he didn't want to mix business with pleasure. So that's more respect for him. He didn't want to mix that. So he waited for the project to get done. And then after the project was done, that's when he's like, okay, boom, now it's in him shell. But no kshela kwakhona. It wasn't kshela logo typical ghetto guys from the hood. No, he took it to the whole new level. He was like, look, I don't want us to go to a date. I just want to take you out for dinner. It's not a date. That's what he said. I just want to ask you a couple of questions. And then, because I'm mobile, and it's like, I know you've got a car, but I don't want you to drive. So let me fetch you. Take notes. Just because we have a car doesn't mean we don't like being driving around. Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, you don't want me to drive. So he drove me. We had dinner. Respectful conversation. We didn't talk about boobs. We didn't talk about what you're looking for in a man. You know, we didn't talk any of that. We were just talking. I was just getting to know him. He was getting to know me back. And to seal the deal, the following day, he sent flowers at work saying, hey, Miguel, thanks for that. Thanks for last night. And guess what? You know what's the nice thing about the date? Stella, and I tell him, Guti, you won my heart.
Yeah.
He literally drove, come back. He didn't ask to come inside my house. That's number one. And number two, nigga was like, thank you so much. And he gave me a hug and left.
Okay.
So we have a selection. He didn't. He just left me like that. It was just dinner, and then he dropped me off, and he's like, "Bye, girl." And I was like, "Wow, different."
And the next day, brought you flowers.
So he wasn't throwing himself at me. He wasn't trying too hard. He was just simple, and simplicity sometimes is everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, don't be too obvious.
So
be respectful. Don't try too hard. I'm like reading you guys the list here. Ask all the right questions, basically.
Just be yourself. So
yeah. All right, ladies. You know what? I think this is the last cut.
It was nice. It was real.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. Appreciate it. And you guys have a good sleep. I see you guys got your onesies. Everybody's ready for the bids.
Yeah, ready.
All right, guys, man. Have a good one, yeah? Appreciate you, man.